As I promised, today I want to give you some suggestions on how to choose the right constructor for the renovation of your home. Hi, welcome to this channel. I am Virginie, interior designer, and I deal with houses that represent 100% who must live them, from consultancy to the entire renovation process. I also help foreigners who want to buy and renovate in Italy to support them all the process long, difficult otherwise to follow from a distance. Let's enter in the topic of today's video. How to choose a constructor. The first thing you can do is obviously an online search. In the internet age, everything is now at your fingertips. And it's really hard for a constructor not to be present in some way on the internet. Pay attention, however, to not dwell only on the most appealing website. You should know that often the pictures you see on the various websites are not pictures of a job actually done by the company, but both from foreign sites. In the end, the website is a showcase, and we always try to present ourselves at our best. But since there are very few constructors that rely on professional photographers to capture their work, be wary of magazine pictures. When you see a beautiful picture, go further and read the descriptions to see that it is compatible with the image you just saw. Focus on the contents. They will give you a first idea of who those constructors are and what they do. If they also have social media channels, you can follow them and start knowing them. You can even interact without any commitment. Search and evaluate their reviews. Pay attention to those constructors without reviews. As well as for those who have them, you have to understand if they are real customers or friends and relatives. I recommend you to avoid those companies that give you an endless list of services. The longer the list is, the less quality you will have. It is impossible to excel in everything and guarantee an excellent product or service if you are not specialized. It's clear that you can find a company that has a high-skilled staff in the various sectors, but it must be specified very well in the site, perhaps in the section Our Team, for example. Also remember that a constructor that renovates apartments will hardly do a very high-quality job if you need to renovate a cottage. The company must be chosen based also on the work you have to do. Some of these constructors will offer you the key in hand solution, which means they will think of everything and you will only have them as contact person. It could be a good solution. You will certainly have fewer tasks and the various professionals already know each other and have certainly already worked together. However, try to understand that if the company itself will do the works, or if the company will subcontract these jobs to another company. I'll tell you this because the more steps there will be, the higher the final cost will be for you. We will surely see in another video this key-in-hand solution to see if it's worth it or not. Be wary of too low estimates. Quality and low prices do not go hand in hand. It would be nice, but it's not like that. The reality is that if you spend little, you will get little. A low share for the job done has two implications: either low quality, or at each small variation the price will magically increase. Do you know when they tell you This can't be done this way, we have to do like that, but the cost is X more. In the end, the risk is to pay more than what you would have paid using the company that had a higher estimate. Once you have identified the one you think could be the right company, make an in-depth meeting. Prepare a sheet with many questions and make them show off their work. This will help you to understand how they work and therefore if they are the professional you are looking for, but also their accountability. If they know how to listen to you and if they answer all of your questions exhaustively, they will be there if problems arise, taking on responsibility and doing anything to solve them. If the choice of the constructor is very important, even more it is the choice of the technician, surveyor or architect, but we will talk about it next time. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be noticed when the next video is published. Stay tuned, bye!